The report of the committee is what I intend to submit and move the House to adopt same. So, Speaker, it's been arranged as follows: that formal communications may be read by you. Questions, Mr. Speaker, may be admitted in accordance with the rules of the House. And, Mr. Speaker, ministers of state would be scheduled in subsequent weeks to respond to questions asked relating to their respective ministries. Then, Mr. Speaker, again, under the rules of the House, you may admit statements to be read by members and ministers of state. And then again, Mr. Speaker, government business which would be coming to the House in the form of papers may also be laid during the week, and reports from committees may also be presented. Then, Mr. Speaker, as a matter of consequential resolution, if any of the committee reports is taken and there's a decision on it, we may pass resolutions, if any. Mr. Speaker, the committee takes the opportunity to welcome members back from the Christmas recess, and the committee is of the view that members have come well refreshed and well poised to undertake the assignment for this meeting. Mr. Speaker, the first meeting of the third session of the 8th Parliament is expected to be demanding of honourable members, since a number of bills and other important parliamentary business will be considered at this meeting. Bills that may be presented to the House will number 62. Instruments that are being processed to be delivered to the House number 40. And there are about 827 questions that have been admitted, and indications are that the number will climb up. So members have returned, since members have returned from their constituencies, and as usual have had interaction with constituents and would want to reflect the needs of constituents, especially during question time. For this reason, the Office of the Leader of Government Business has been consulting and conferring with ministers to determine their respective prioritized agenda for the meeting. It is hoped that this joint effort by the House would lead to, Mr. Speaker, judicious use of our time in ensuring that members get satisfied by way of the demands from their constituents. Mr. Speaker, His Excellency the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, in accordance with Article 67 of the Constitution, will deliver to the House a message on the state of the nation. Honourable members are entreated to brace up themselves for the task ahead. The date shall be communicated. The date shall be communicated to the honourable members in the fullness of time. Referral to committees. Mr. Speaker, there are 13 public bills before committees and 5 private member bills before the Parliament. In this regard, the committee takes this opportunity to urge committees with these referrals to expedite work on same for the consideration of the House. Again, committees with referrals other than bills are also being urged to expedite action on same for consideration of the House. Mr. Speaker, the order of business for this week is here too attached, and is a 4-page document which outlines what is expected to be done on each day. Mr. Speaker, having said this and nothing useful to add, again move the House to adopt this report in accordance with Order 162 and 53 of the rules of the House. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, business statement has been presented. I don't know whether members have comments to make. Yes, please.
I'm most grateful, right?
In the business statement, paragraph 2B. Right, Honorable Speaker, given that the business committee met this morning to program business for this week, it was impractical to schedule ministers to respond to questions on short notice. Ministers of state will, however, be scheduled in subsequent weeks to respond to questions asked relating to their respective ministries. Mr. Speaker, when we met as a business committee, and for the avoidance of doubt, the business committee is made up of both the minority leadership and the majority leadership. The new minority leaders are part of the committee. Nothing is coming to you by surprise. We agreed as a committee to have this approach. And Mr. Speaker, I agree with the issue of urgency. No referral has come from Mr. Speaker's office being a statement or somebody requesting for urgent statement to be made by the Minister of Finance. There was nothing. Honorable Ablakwa has not filed any question. Honorable Ablakwa has not filed an urgent question in accordance with parliamentary procedure. Honorable Ablakwa has not requested of the minister to make an urgent statement. Mr. Speaker, we did not receive anything. But Mr. Speaker, the matter they are raising is important matter. Save that, Mr. Speaker, save that the constitutional argument stands on stilts. Because, Mr. Speaker, much as we want to argue, we should make sure that on all fours, if we are invoking the Constitution, we invoke the Constitution rightly. I can understand the Honorable Ayarga wants to compliment the new leaders with some law. But in complimenting them with some law, you should compliment them rightly. Mr. Speaker, I can understand. He wants to compliment with law, but he should do so rightly. Mr. Speaker, the constitutional issue he raised is misplaced completely. Mr. Speaker, I repeat, I am on my feet responding. So let me finish. Honorable Bua. Let me finish. That's the practice. Let me finish. If you disagree, then you come in. I'm responding to questions. Mr. Speaker, all I am saying is that the approvals, the bonds, each year, the budgets that come, we approve such budgets. Included indeed are the borrowings. So it is not for Honorable Ayerika to say that the government is engaged in borrowing. It is not, please, with respect. I, however, identify myself with the consent that there must be engagement, which engagement the government has already started. With respect to engagement here in Parliament, we've just come. We have just come. And Mr. Speaker, the Deputy Minister has assured the House that the government is ever ready to engage Parliament. But let it not be said that the government is acting ultra vires of the Constitution. Let it never be said that the government is acting ultra vires of the Constitution. That is never the case. And for the avoidance of doubt, and at the risk of being repetitive, I re-echo what the Honorable Deputy Minister said. We approved the 2023 budget. We approved the 2023 budget. And everything, Agboja, now you are here. Agboja, you don't do this. Mr. Speaker, look at Honorable Agboja, the new chief whip. The new chief whip is bringing down his backbench behavior to the front bench. You shouldn't do this. Keep quiet. When I'm done, you seek Mr. Speaker's audience, then you rebut. That is the way you do it. Agboja, you must learn fast. So, Mr. Speaker has already advised you. You are rising. Okay. Mr. Speaker, they want to bring back bench behavior to the front bench. They are free to go ahead. So, Mr. Speaker, this is the acting chairman of the business committee responding to issues. You don't get up on a point of order. Allow me to respond. So, Mr. Speaker, without more, I will rest my case and await the next set of consents. Thank you.
Yes, Honorable Adongo.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it is quite clear that this is a very important